Hello friends and welcome back to the Gulag. It's Astro here. Oh, Prison Architect, what a game. Gosh, I love this thing. Thing? Is it a thing? I don't know. Hey, check it out. Visitation. I was all confused about that last time. One family's waiting for visit. Waiting to visit. One family's waiting to visit. Oh god, I got confused by the families. It threw me off. Made me talk like a Burke there for a moment. But, so yeah, I was confused. I thought that it was all, you know, all mucked up or something. But no. Turns out that it was fine the whole time. And I was just, you know, getting confused. And, well, just being an Astro, basically. You guys know what I'm like by now, right? Right, so, visitation, awesome, super happy about that. That should kick off in about 8 hours' time, because it's midnight now. And you know what? I've been having a quick look around, you know, between episodes here, and I think this yard could do with a bit of sprucing up. What do you guys think? I think it's a bit bland, a bit meh. So, let's go with some objects. Actually, let's put some grass down for these chaps, shall we? Let's have some lovely paving stones around the outside. Like this, like this, like this, and like that. I would like to have, you know, a walkway across so that when people are coming across here, then they can, you know, sort of just scooch their way through. I think we need some, you know what, this lamp and this lamp and this lamp, I'm going to dismantle them. Dismantle. And then we're just going to shimmy those in a little bit. And then we'll have two up in this neck of the woods, and then two clinked into there. I would like to also have, I guess, some more paving stones in the workout zone. And that workout zone is not symmetrical, is it? Because it's 6 meters that way, and then 9. Oh, okay. Well, it's off center. It doesn't really matter. Some more there. There's a bit of grass missing here, and I would like to... Is this all missing grass? Yeah. Let's just lay some grass down across here and make that nice. And there, and a little bit here. Good. This is very expensive. I probably don't need to be paying this much for, you know, tarsing up this area, but... Look, I think it's the centerpiece of the prison. I think it should look a little bit shinier than what it currently does. And with some fresh grass here, I think it'll look a little bit nicer. It's a shame that there's no way to do a hard edge, or if there is, I'm too silly to figure it out. But you know, when your paving sort of ends there, it fades into the next object, which is not the super greatest, unless it needs to be a concrete tile. Let's put a piece of that down and see how that looks. Oh, that's better. Okay, let's do that. I mean, after spending all that money, I'm just going to spend a whole bunch more money putting concrete bloody tiles down, but that's fine. I want this to look nice. Nice. Should we have we'll have a little walkway around this as well. Alright, it'll extend a little, jut out a little bit, but that's fine. Okay, so that should be a little bit nicer. What else do these prisoners need out here? I wonder. I mean, they're gonna need, hang on, let's put some niceties in here for them. Some things that they may enjoy. So they're gonna need some telephones. Oh, that's the E button, which zooms in and out in this game. If you're playing RimWorld, I should say, why do I get these two games mixed up in my head? Every time I go to say, hey, welcome back to, like, you saw that one the other day, right? Welcome back to RimWorld, and I was playing, the other way around. Which game is this? Okay, anyway. Get some phones down. This should be, you know, good to help the guys with their freedom and family requirements, so they can phone home and, you know, chat to their little ones and all that sort of stuff. Or set up some drug deals and manage a massive drug empire. That's also fun. What else can they have out here? They could have an outdoor pool table, I suppose. That could be fun. Let's have an outdoor pool table sort of on this stretch of grass right here. In the middle of the turf. We'll pretend it's one of those sort of... It's like made out of concrete and it's got Astro turf on the top of it. It's an outdoor pool table. I don't know if I'd really want to give my prisoners, small hard pieces of small hard round balls that they could bludgeon each other with, or indeed with big sticks that they could, crack each other with. But look, I mean, that's fine, right? I think some toilets is probably a good thing as well. Although I have to say, I don't know about you, but if it were, -7 degrees, as it currently is, I'm not sure that I would terribly want to be sitting on a toilet out in the middle of the field. But, I'll tell you what, let's go whole hog and have some showers as well. Shall we? Let's make this like super duper. Everything all rolled into one. So we're going to need some small pipes across here to connect to that. And then some hot water pipes down here to connect all of those up. And that should do the trick. So if you do go to the toilet in the Gulag, and then your butt's all cold because the toilet seat is, -5 degrees, and you feel really uncomfortable, then you can just nip over here and have a lovely hot shower. I think that'd be delightful. Hey, look, we've got some teaching going on up in the kitchen here. That's pretty awesome. I mean, this guy is a bit distracted because he wants to, get some drugs in his arm. But look, some things when you're doing some cooking, there are some things that have I just. Oh no, that's fine. There are some things that go through your mind when you're cooking. Personally for me, I think about, music. I think about video games that I'm currently working on, and what sort of things I enjoy playing and all that sort of jazz. I don't generally think about drugs, but I suppose if I were a drug addict, that's the sort of thing that I'd probably think about. I'm just saying. Addiction is a funny beast. It does sort of get stuck in your head a little bit, doesn't it? Addiction is a funny beast. Oh my god. Astro, jeez, what are you talking about? Okay, so that is the yard. Super tarted up. I'm not sure about having this stuff here. At least this water pump. I kind of feel like I should move that somewhere, but I'm not quite sure where, because having it central was kind of by design, so that the big pipes don't actually, go near the edge of the prison. They all come to here, and then there's buildings around it to stop people from using the big pipes as a tunnely-outy mechanism. So, while it sort of juts in, maybe I should. Okay, hang on. I'm gonna change my mind on having this little stretch of concrete here. I'm gonna change that back to grass because I don't like the asymmetry of this, and I don't super like the asymmetry of those weights benches either. I kind of feel like... So what do we got here? So that's 5 meters. So if we come in 5 meters from here, so we need 2 more, right? And I feel like there should be gaps between the weights benches. Materials. Sorry, objects. Objects. Dismantle. Dismantle. Oh, okay, you got to click on the bottom of them. I forgot about that. And then we need 2 more pieces, no, concrete tiles, 2 more pieces of, right? And then objects, weights bench, 1, 2, and then we'll just keep 2 in storage, so that the next time we want to build out, oh, we can pop them in the common room, I reckon. Yeah, there's space in here for a couple of weight benches. Let's do that. Where did they go? Weights bench. There it is. We'll just pop 2 weights benches down here so that, hey, if you're in here and you're watching telly and then you're feeling like a bit of a fat ass because you've been sitting on the sofa all freaking day, then you can just go, look, over to here, get your lift on, do whatever you need to do, and then, basically feel better about yourself, I guess. I also feel like we should have a bench or 2. And we're going to put them this way. And this way. There we go. Oh, look, everything's centered. Everything's centered and nice. Oh, I like it when that sort of thing happens. Good. So they can have a little, like, sit on the grass here and, you know, throw snowballs at each other, pump some weights, play some pool, phone home, take a shower, all the good stuff. Here they come now. Oh, look at this. Boys, enjoy. Yep, we got some pool going on. A couple of them are sitting down. Just having a little bit of a... I want some literacy. I want some recreation. These guys, I mean, talk about keen. Buddy, what's his name? Cahill ripped his shirt off in the middle of 0-degree weather to do his workout. I'm having more and more respect for Cahill every single time I see him. He really is just a super badass. These guys are having a little trot around the outside. Excellent. Then they're going to smash straight face first into the water pumping station. Or just climb over the top of it. So this is like an obstacle course, right? Have a little run, and then they clamber up over the top of the water pumping station like one of those army sort of training courses where, you know, you have to try and climb over a wall and then there's a guy shouting at you and calling you a pansy and stuff. Or something. I don't know. I've only seen it in movies. Never actually done it myself. Well, I have. Well, that's a long story. Anyway, good. So that's taken care of. Oh, and we missed visitation. Oh, there's a lawyer in here visiting someone. That's cool. Shelley's having a chat to his lawyer. He's still upset about clothing, though. And freedom. He needs more freedom. So, let's just have a quick look at our needs listings here. And we'll zoom out so it's not quite so bloody loud. So, warmth is a problem when they're out in the yard. Which is understandable. I mean, there's not really any way that I can heat that. Unless I get one of those... I don't know if you've seen them. They're like freaking massive. They look like bloody jet engines. They're like a actually, you know, don't dismantle. Let's dump that instead. They're like a gas-powered outdoor heater, and they use them like when you go to a wedding or you know, something like that, and it's in the winter time and it's cold, which, you know, I'm in Melbourne, so that happens occasionally. Or parties or that sort of stuff where it's in a slightly outdoor area and it's not usually set up for large amounts of people. And these things, they just have this massive burner in the center and a big fan, and then they just pump hot air towards wherever the people are going to be standing, which is cool. I think that's a funky sort of thing to have. And like if that were in this game, I would do it. I wonder. Hang on, I'll finish this off first, and then we'll go and test something. So I just want to get the rest of these washing machines in, because I reckon, because there's heaps of people working in this room. But there's still a lot of people that are upset about clothing. So I guess maybe we don't have the capacity, like enough, we don't have enough baskets or ironing boards or maybe machine. I mean, there's only 2 machines actually being used at the moment, so I'm not quite sure what the shortage is here. I'm assuming, well, I'm hoping, well, maybe it's simply just that there aren't enough baskets to haul laundry about. But let's see. We'll add some more. We'll let some people cruise about and do what they need to do. There's some fresh laundry there that's just been brought in. That's great. That's going to get loaded into a cart. Right, great. Here's some more baskets being delivered. So hopefully, with the addition... Why are those still... Do they need a big pipe, do they? No, they don't. Oh, well, let's put one in anyway. Maybe... actually, right. It was just one piece of small pipe that was missing, and that was stopping those machines from having enough water to do what they needed to do. But oh well. Oh well, we've got a big pipe going through them anyway, so let's pretend that that'll make it more efficient. I wonder... So let's have a look. Let's have a play with some temperature here, and let's see if there's any way that we can make this central courtyard a little bit more pleasant, because it's freezing cold out here at the moment. It's cold bloody everywhere, honestly. It's really difficult to keep this place heated. So let's try. Let's get some radiators. That's the E button again. Nice work. Let's pop some radiators around these doors just to add a little extra warmth in these corridors, hopefully. And then, just as an experiment, let's pop some out here, like this and this and this. And let's see if we can get an outdoor heat bloom. I don't know if this is going to work. I am experimenting. But it's fun to experiment. And they're going to be on the bottom side. So let's pipe these ones up like this and like that. And then I think there was one here. And there'll be one over here somewhere. And then as for the ones in the yard, they can just go like this. And I guess I'll just connect it straight down. That's fine. Alright, so let's see what happens. As these pipes get brought in, we're going to keep an eye on the temperature here because it's currently freezing freaking cold out here. These pipes are going to go in. Hopefully they'll add a little bit to the corridors, but I think the only way that we can really correctly warm these corridors... I mean, look, we could put a radiator in every dormitory. And that might not be the best... might not be the best thing so far as price goes, but it definitely would help so far as keeping people warm. Okay, so these ones that are in the corridor here have definitely helped. They've added a little bit of bloom. The doorway is still open, so it's, you know, not super great. But these ones out in the yard here, nope, that hasn't helped us whatsoever. It was a nice thought. I thought it had a chance of adding at least a tiny bloom, but the bloom on these ones is like 1 block. So it's kind of not worthwhile. Alright, with that in mind, let's try doing a couple of things here. Temperature, right? Hey, laundry distribution. Oh, I see. So this whole cell block and then reception is being serviced by that one laundry room. And this is all classified as 1 block, which is... yeah, that's okay. I'm happy with that. Because that then gives them, well, it gives them unfettered access to the psychologist office, which I'm not super thrilled about. I think maybe I should have a separation door to sever these 2 sections. But I'm happy with them getting into the common room and stuff. But these offices, that's a danger. I mean, if we look at... is it deploy? I think it's in Intelli... yeah, it is. Let's say dangers, right? So in here, cell phones, booze, cigs, lighter are available to be stolen from these chaps here. They can also make ropes in the laundry out of old shirts and stuff. They can get weapons from here. Poison club. Oh, okay, cool. And in the staff room, there's stuff available, but they shouldn't be able to get into the staff room, technically. Maybe I can move this door back a little bit so it's a little better sealed. But, I mean, it's either a jail door here or 2 staff doors here. Should be keeping these guys, I mean 3, really, if you count the one into the staff room. Should be keeping these guys out of that room. So they won't be able to get themselves any cigs or lighters from there. It's just this office that we have to be worried about. The infirmary, we can get stuff from there as well. And then all of these dangers down here should be, that's fine. That should be fine. Let's, I tell you what, let's round this out, shall we? So we've got our yard set up. We've added a bit more capacity to the laundry, which is nice. Oh, we do have another family waiting to visit at 8 AM, so we might be able to keep an eye out for that. But I think what we need to do is just double check in our schedule here. Regime. So I'm kind of worried that the yard time is too long, and because they're spending too much time out in the yard, they're getting too cold. So I could trim that and set that so that it's only a half an hour here, then they get back to work, then like we push work free time and eat up a half an hour, or 1 hour I should say, and then have another yard time at 9 PM. The only problem with that I see is that if I do that, then I have to muck about with all my deployment schedules and stuff, which I'm kind of not thrilled about because I'm fairly lazy. And Yeah, that's the sort of thing that, you know, that I avoid doing because I am a big old lazy man. But that's fine. Well, I'll tell you what, we'll leave it for now, and we'll just monitor their temperature requirements and see how they go. As for these leftover radiators, they need... I'm not super thrilled with them just sitting on the ground there. I feel like they should be stored somewhere. So let's build, probably here, a new brick foundation, like, I guess, 5 meters by 12? That should be good. Build it there. And we'll pop on a staff door. Great. And when this comes online, it's going to be a storage room. Can I just mark that now? I can. Beautiful. Great, which means that the workers are probably going to... Oh no, there's a staff door there now, so they should just come out through that staff door and start dumping stuff on the ground while a building gets built around it. So these objects won't just be sitting out in a field gathering snow. Great. Okay, cool. Well, that's good. I feel better about, you know, that. Having that yard fixed up and looking a little bit shinier. Yeah, that makes me feel good. Oh, and one more thing. Ah, good. Excellent. It's just so. Alright. Well, great. Guys, thank you very much for tuning in. I hope you enjoyed this episode. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you enjoyed, so that you can catch more and so that I can know what you enjoy. And I'll see you next time. Bye.